I had co-directed one short film called The Room, which was an incredible experience because I felt that I found my language as a director, but I wasn't sure if that was true because we were literally half half and half, Eric Lieshout and myself, making this film happen. So I wanted to see, and I took it into my own hands because I felt I couldn't wait any longer. Um, the Room was made in 2000, and after like 5 years later, I thought, okay, I'm going to do something. I'm going to direct some of myself. And I had a small story that was basically for grabs, and I had a modern dance company in Milan who had expressed interest in working with me on something, and they came to me. They came to me through the internet, and they spoke hardly any English. So we had a couple of talks as I was in Milan, and I got it together. At some point, I found enough people to go to work. I had two people who would do the camera for me. I had found a place where I would shoot it, and I had somewhat of a story in my head. Um, in the back of my story, there was one in the back of my head. There was one thing that I don't know how I got it, but I thought wouldn't it be wonderful to find a way to shoot with dolphins underwater. I had 3 days of shooting, and I can tell I can speak for a year about this movie because I discovered so many things. Um, the one thing I wanted to see if I could tell was how an orphaned child suffering from having lost a mother, how I could bring them back together in some kind of way in this in the visual part of this story. And for many reasons that I won't go into now is that I got so lucky, and that's why this film moves me, and because I succeeded, and it's not on the nose. It's you get it or you don't, and yes, I did feel I found the same film language that I had felt before when I was shooting The Room, and that was a wonderful discovery. It's I'm sure filmmakers will understand this more than anybody else, but it can take quite some time before you find your identity as a filmmaker, and in this case as a director. Um, yeah, I will talk about this film some more in the future, but I just watched it again, and it's one of my dearest and deepest experiences. And I'm very proud that as a first film, just by myself, it is about my slight concern or my strong concern, and through my craft, that I can make a story about orphans related to AIDS. It's sort of my vignette to the Starfish Foundation, the Rutger Hauer Starfish Foundation. Okay, I'll leave it at that for now. Thank you.